is my third attempt at filming a video this morning. I I cannot get myself together. I don't know what's going on. I have literally, for some reason, become anxious on camera, and like I jump on my words and I don't really know what I'm talking about anymore. I don't know. However, I am struggling. So, when I'm struggling, I'm just gonna do like a random triggers video. I do have a little announcement. It's nothing major. I am going to start. Okay, let me rewind. So, the other night was like, oh, I can't come up with ideas for videos anymore. It was on my live. And although I did have people giving me ideas, which I love, and I am going to do those ideas, my husband gave me the most amazing idea. It said that I should use a 2-word generator. And, like, I'll show the 2 words on camera, like, we'll generate it together. And then I just have to, like, randomly come up with the ASMR from those words. So, my ASMR videos are probably about to get a little crazy and random, but that's okay. I did think it was a great idea, and I'm gonna run with it and see what happens. I am gonna also do like other videos in between those videos, so don't worry, you'll still have like normal content. I really just want this video to be like random triggers and talking. I have been struggling mentally, just my anxiety, every other thing I can really get a hold of, you know? And it's my anxiety that really gives me the most problems, you know? Especially because I'm postpartum. I mean, granted, I'm not like newly postpartum, but my postpartum anxiety seems to linger around for about 3 years. So, I've been struggling with that a lot. Like waking up in the middle of the night and just panicking. That's why I made that panic video. Aside from like being suggested, like I really do wake up most nights in a panic. Like I've had a horrible dream that something happened to my kids, and then like I can't go back to sleep. And like the way that postpartum anxiety works is like you only see things happening to your kids. And well, that's how it works for me. That's mine. So literally I'll wake up after panicking, and I will just, you like get these visions of things happening to your kids, and it is so scary. And I will literally just sit up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and just cry. And I don't know, I make the videos that I make mainly because I have used ASMR for many years to help my anxiety, my OCD, my PTSD, all the things, right? And I wanted to become a safe place for somebody who was struggling like I was. But it's just a reminder for everyone. Just because you start helping people doesn't mean you still don't also have those problems, you know? They don't just go away. Sometimes they never go away, and you just have to work at it, you know? But I have been working at it. I am trying trying to do things to make my anxiety better. I don't know if you can tell by watching me, but I can't really look at the camera that much, simply because like sometimes my anxiety gets so bad that it's hard for me to socialize. Like, my social anxiety is affected. I do have generalized anxiety disorder, which I guess makes sense. But when there's a lot of big changes happening in life, it really spikes. And there's been a lot of big changes happening. I'm also on the spectrum and have ADHD. So when things change, I panic. You know what I'm saying? So I also kind of use ASMR as like a form of therapy. So I can just make videos like this and chat and kind of like get it all out. Like I word vomit everything out. And then I feel better. But I also think talking about real life problems is real. And I don't know. I really relate to the people online that are like, yeah, I struggle. And this is what I do about it. And if you struggle, I'm sorry. And I love you. And I can do everything that I can to help. I will say though, having mental illnesses is a bitch. Because it's so aggravating. Because, especially with with ADHD, one day I will be like, oh yes girl, I have got my life together. The house is clean, the kids are taken care of, everything is perfect, I killed it today. And then I realized that I used every single thing that I had that day and ran out of energy and spoons, I'll say, if you know the spoon theory. And then the next day I'll wake up and feel like I got hit by a truck. And I'm like, oh shit, it's gonna be a rough day. And that's when my husband comes home from work and the kids are running around and they're dirty. They're taken care of. They're fed. But they're dirty from eating and playing with toys, and there's toys everywhere, and I'm just sitting there on the couch with my hair all crazy, and I'm like, it's been a rough day. I used to smoke, and I don't smoke anymore, but I say all the time, like, oh, I wish I could smoke a cigarette. I don't, but I also kind of do. But I will say, you don't really know how bad off you are mentally until you have kids. And then you have a choice to make. Because I have a lot of childhood trauma that I've been working through over the years. And you don't realize how bad it is until you have your own kids. Then you have to choose, okay, I need to heal from this and do the work and the uncomfortable stuff, and it's gonna suck for a little bit, but it's gonna get better. Or you can live in it and then pass it on to your kids. And that's what I did not want to do. I started to, for like a second, I started to just sit in it and be like, well, this is who I am as a person, and I can't change, and I shouldn't have to change, and people should just love me for who I am. But that's not true. That's not true. When you are toxic, You need to heal. Okay? For yourself and everyone around you. And admitting and realizing that you're the toxic one sometimes is the hardest part of it. Once you can recognize it and acknowledge it, everything else gets easy. Because I used to be toxic. I used to be a horrible person. Do you hear me? I was always looking for fights with anybody I came in contact with. I yelled. I used to spank my kids. Like, it was a bad time for everybody. And for me, acknowledging that I was the toxic one was the hardest part, because I had been through so much in my own childhood that I felt justified for acting this way. And so, once I finally was able to be like, you're toxic. Like, you need help. You need to get it together. Everything else came easy. Now I can be like, oh God, I'm so sorry. I was wrong. You're right. I shouldn't have acted that way. I shouldn't have said those things. And I'm sorry. And, like, admitting fault is easier now. My communication has gotten a lot better. So, sorry, this has been just like a little random rant of things going on in my brain today. But with that